Russell Bevan, and this is my beautiful wife, Heidi Bevan. And today, it's championship weekend. We are watching our 49ers in a little bit and rooting them on, but what we're doing today is we're going to be blending our 2020 Cabernets from Napa Valley. And to make sure we have plenty in our tummy, we're making Julia Child's classic Boeuf Bourguignon. So we've got our brisket, we've got our pork belly, we've got all of our ingredients in classic Julia Child style. We're going to be drinking fabulous wine all day. Today we're starting with our 2020 Adversity Chardonnay from the 5 Wells Vineyard. And we're off to the races. We're going to share our journey with everybody as we cook, dice, slice, and drink our way through the afternoon. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Love, anything to say?
No, can't wait to eat and drink.
Eating and drinking. So we're making our classic mirepoix, but we're not using celery. We're using just onions and carrots. And well, right now I'm about to start crying up because the onions are going everywhere, but I'm drinking Chardonnay, which makes it all quite a bit better. Love, how are you doing?
Doing well, not tearing up yet.
That's because we haven't started talking about last night yet, but that is to come. So we've got all of our fat. Leo, check this out. Perfectly golden brown butter and bacon lard and the drippings from the beef. We are about to carrot and onion up. My buzz from 1 to 10 is now at a solid 2, but climbing fast. Love, how are you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
We are rocking and rolling. Okay. Next step, more Chardonnay, more mirepoix. So, Adversity Chardonnay. When we started looking for a vineyard that struggled and went through all of the hardships and true adversity, we decided we'd go with the 5 Wells Vineyard, which is the very first vineyard in the Petaluma Gap and the very last vineyard from the city of Bodega Bay. So it's this crazy cold area that's all sand and gold ridge, and it makes just this incredibly rich, sexy Chardonnay. What do you love most about our Chardonnay, baby?
Well, sexy, first of all. Second, I would say it's different than anything you've ever made before, which I like that for adversity.
Well, as everybody knows, sexy is what we shoot for first and foremost. But this wine is a little reductive, and so we intentionally made it a little bit more Burgundian than we have anything in the past. And when I say Burgundian, I'm talking about looking for a kiss of reduction. So there's a little hydrogen disulfide in here. And I love some of the wines from Sauzet. Their Pouligny and their Betard are both so fabulous from the Montrachet region. And I wanted that kiss of reduction. So we're doing 40% stainless steel. And with the stainless steel, we never ever take the caps off. We let it get as reductive and stinky as it can. And what I love to tell people is, yes, it's got the classic cabbage, but my wife hates it. But in the mornings, I'll literally roll her over and I will take a little smell of her armpit or her belly. And it's got that sauvage pheromone quality. And not everybody has a partner that may have great pheromones. Fortunately, I do. So I get a little bit of my beautiful bride's morning Mogimbu funk, and that's the kind of reduction we were looking for in adversity. On the palate, being that reductive and keeping it always in stainless steel, that 40%, gives us a great mid-palate richness. And Pax Male was the one who taught me that you get an extra level of oiliness from stainless steel. And then the wood, of course, gives it just that kiss of toasty creme brulee. But this wine, more than anything else, is luxurious. It's got that little kiss that says it was made by somebody who loves great white Burgundy. And then there's just a little bit of my wife that says, well, giddy up, big boy. And love, anything else you'd love to share?
Well, I'm just surprised you haven't asked me what I smell in the morning.
What? And that's for another day.
Yes. Cheers.
Okay, we have now browned and floured the briskets, and we're about to add a little bit of love.
We are, and talk about love. We were so lucky to work with the Harbison Vineyard in 2020, and while we were blending all weekend, the Harbison lots were some of our favorites. So we decided, because of all the love in this bottle, we would add it to our lunch today, or do we call it dinner?
It's eventually going to be dinner.
Well, before I pour it in, I'm going to take one last glass.
Wow, don't bogart the Harbison.
It is so good. Would you like some? All right, so here we go. Harbison's going to go in our...
If there's not enough, you're pouring yours back, not me.
We'll see about that.
Okay, go Zags. Whoop, whoop. How much are we adding, love?
It says 2 to 3 cups are enough to cover the meat. But we also have to add the beef stock. So I'll start with 2, which means we can still keep our glasses full. It's amazing. Look at that color on the Harbison fruit. Wow, it's dark.
Okay, so we now have our casserole ready to rock, love. Can I have a lid, please? And we are throwing it in the bottom third of the oven, halfway in. We are going to include potatoes and cipollini onions in a little bit, but for the next 3.5 hours, we're just letting that sit in there with love. And then in the meantime, we've got some work to do. It's now time to start putting together some Cabernet blends. So we'll be back in a bit after, well, we acquire our buzz that should, by the time the casserole's ready, our Boeuf Bourguignon, be it maybe a 7 or an 8. We hope to be polite and fabulous when we pull this out and see what we get.
All right, here we go.
We're rocking. So we're finally at the stage where we get to enjoy the labors of our love and efforts. And the Boeuf Bourguignon smells divine. We decided to serve it with little Yukon Gold potatoes that cooked for an hour and a half at 350 in virgin olive oil with a little salt and pepper. And we're pairing it with our Erba Cabernet Sauvignon. And the Erba Cab from day one, well, what's it represent to you? Of our cabs, what does this one stand out? What makes it so special for you, love?
I think probably just the meaty quality of it and the minerality in it, hence the label with the wound. But it pairs so well with meat, which is why we thought we would make this dish this evening.
And so I love the power and concentration of this wine, and why we wanted to do it with this dish is because the starch in the potatoes with that deep, rich meatiness. We ended up using almost 5 cups of beef stock. We used double the bacon that Julia Child asked for because I love bacon, and the brisket's now cooked for 6.5 hours. And my thought was make this as rich and meaty and intense as we could and put it with our deepest and most intense wine. And so, love, I don't want you to burn your beautiful little tongue, but give it a taste. And the meat's already falling apart, so we know we've achieved that. But now it's, can we make this rich and meaty enough to go with? Oh, hot. Oh, hot.
Oh, it's good.
Delicious. So we've spent our day drinking our Chardonnay and now pairing it with this Erba. And so, Heidi, what did you decide you wanted to do? If somebody wanted to follow our recipe, we have the recipe typed up and we're going to send it out with a copy of this video. And then if people...
If you want to buy 2 bottles of the Erba Cabernet Sauvignon with a bottle of the Chardonnay.
And have a day just like our day.
Yes. We'd be happy to do free shipping and have Russell sign one of the bottles.
It'd almost be appropriate. It may address my love of beef and what I hope you do with the wine while eating beef or something similar.
Right, and to make it better, if there's a specific message you would like on that bottle, let us know.
I know the messages I want. Thank you for sharing your day with us. Love. Bon appetito.
Bon appetit.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.